What's up, guys and girls? This is James, unlocking the value and copying my crypto, talking to you today about the wonderful world of crypto. The last week or so, it's been rough rides on the market. I'm going to have a quick overview of that before I talk about the most recent parachain results for Kusama. As always, the spreadsheet's updated. These were the first 26 coins I've spoken about. I invested $100 to each one when I did the recordings and released them. You would still, if you're holding them, you'd still be in profit for just shy of 14 grand, which isn't bad given the market bleed we've had. I'm not in these. If you want to know the coins I'm in, go to copy my crypto. You can see the huge benefits of the coins I hold, and the long-term perspective of these coins. Really worth checking out. Link is in the description. Right. Bitcoin got smashed last night, down to around 29,200. Formed this head and shoulders pattern. If you look at even the 30-minute, slightly wider like head and shoulder or reverse head and shoulders, sorry. And reverse head and shoulders usually a bullish thing. As in we're going to see a bullish breakout, which we did, or we're currently experiencing. Now, partly, I believe, or in large part, that will be down to this, the B Word conference. Now, I believe it's 12 p.m. Pacific daylight time or daytime. Musk, Jack Dorsey, and Kathy Wood will be talking live and talking about Bitcoin. Now, I do expect that we'll probably see Elon being very, very positive about Bitcoin, mainly on the off of the basis that Tesla bought quite high on Bitcoin, so they're going to need to start recouping some losses. I do think this could be a really positive thing, but I wouldn't be entering a long or a short right now on any trade because you don't know what's going to be said in that market, in that conference, in that debate, and people get spooked or get FOMO'd very, very easily. But it's certainly a really positive price movement. You know, bottomed out, like I say, bottomed out about 29,250. So it's recovered sort of $2,750 so far. And with the bullish momentum, it could really go past that. Maybe that was our spring. No, I'm not getting into the Wyckoff. I think we're all sick of the Wyckoff. Okay, so if you go onto CoinMarketCap, if you check on calendar, you can see the polka dot parachains, so you can see what's up and what's done so far. So the auctions that have been completed, we've got Bitfrost Carla, which is the total. So we've got Bitfrost BNC, Carla PHA, Shidden, struggling to say that one, SDN, Moon River MOVR, and Karura KAR. In terms of the tokens, at the moment, I wanted to talk about Karura and Moon River. Now, Moon River's not out yet. Now, the Moon Meme Network is very impressive. I really am quite fond of it. Now, one thing that you do need to be aware of with Moon River targets 5% annual inflation rate and as such has an uncapped token supply. Me personally as an investor, I don't like that. I like a particular, I like a cap on the token supply because then you know it's scarcity. You know, part of the value proposition that Bitcoin is, and I don't think anything will be like that again. But is its scarcity. So knowing that makes me more comfortable with an investment. Sorry if I'm slipping, by the way. I have bought a dog's cooling bed and I'm lying on it because god damn is it hot in England at the moment. But yeah, so the Moon River token isn't out yet, but when it is released, 30% was offered to the early contributors on the Kusama auctions, on the parachain auctions. And the other 70% will be distributed weekly over the life of the lease, which is 48 weeks. Now, that does mean, and I believe it's going to work exactly the same way for Karura. I don't know why I said it like I'm mental, but yeah, Karura. Yeah, I believe they've got the same principle in place. Now, Karura said there's going to be 100 million as a max supply. Karura is the only coin right now that you can buy. You can actually buy. Go on. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, 30% of the KAR, the Karura, be unlocked and transferable bomb C. 70% will be released within 48 weeks. So that doesn't mean currently there's apparently a 7 million circulating supply. But obviously, early investors are probably going to be holding on to Karura. I wouldn't expect necessarily a sell-off from that many people. No, so you can't buy it at the moment, I guess. But yeah, it's priced at $4, or is it? I might just be my computer being a donkey. Oh, okay. It's just randomly updated me with the Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin's blasted up above 32 now. Okay, that's good to see. It's good to see. That's positive, guys. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you. Yeah, Karura is currently on OKX and KuCoin, etc., etc. So yeah, that was just my computer being a donkey. Definitely a new one. Now I really am quite fond of Karura. I'm not sure in terms of price potential, purely on the basis. Sorry, I'm slipping on this bloody dog bed. It's worth getting though. If you're boiling hot, like I struggle in this heat. Yeah. So Karura is a DeFi hub. Okay. Now, what I like about it is the fact that, firstly, they offer their own stable coin, their Karura dollar, so that's always good. It makes me more comfortable with using a DeFi hub that when they've got their own version of a stable dollar. And they offer Kusama staking, which is always good. But let me open it up for you. But yeah, it's available on, what was it, KuCoin and OKX was the last places I saw. Just disappeared on me. Okay. Now, what I wanted to talk about was basically a word of caution in terms of the parachains. Now, I've been very bullish on Polkadot parachains in terms of talking about them and what I like about them, whether it's Kusama or Polkadot. But no sort of know as many details as you can in terms of the token supplies, etc., 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 because that is going to massively have an impact upon the long-term perspective of the token. Because if you bear in mind, Karura will eventually have a max supply or a total supply of 100 million. So if it stays its current price, it's a $442 million coin now, or market cap. Now that is very bloody high for something that it hasn't been up and running for very long. Now, comparatively to Kusama or Polkadot, it isn't necessarily that high, but these kind of things are worth bearing in mind because the distribution of the coins is all working off of the same principle at the moment, which is 30% is released to the people that crowdfunded in the auction, and the other 70% of the total tokens are going to be released across 48 weeks. And the issue with that is, how high can the price go when the market continuously is being flooded with tokens? Potentially, it could still go very, very high if the demand's there. Then it may well do. Now, like I say, so Karura is actually long term could be one of the best DeFi projects. They've got everything up and running in the sense of key areas where we've struggled with in DeFi, like micro gas fees, such a huge thing. Gas fees in DeFi have been a nightmare for so long. So one thing I like about Karura, the actual token, is that because it powers and pays for all the transactions, it does mean that there's going to be a reduction in the amount of tokens over time because they're going to have been used for fees, etc., etc. And in terms of governance, obviously we can vote on the governance of the project. I like that personally. And they also have their staking platform. I'm a big fan of staking. I feel like if you're going to have if you're holding any cryptos, you should be making sure it's doing something for you. The Karura team is immense, and they are also the Akala team. The Akala is the DeFi hub for Polkadot. So these two, working interoperably is going to be wonderful. I think there's real long-term potential. Quite excited about Karura, but it'll be interesting to see the price fluctuations as more of these tokens continue to hit the market. But make no mistake about it, these have got beasts in terms of investors. Coinbase Ventures, Pantera Capital, Polychain Capital, and Hypersphere. Huge, huge, huge early investors. And it doesn't mean they can't make a mistake, they've all done it, but it bodes very positively for the project in terms of the long-term perspective. Because these guys aren't in it for a quick flip. These are in it for a long-term perspective. So, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. But yeah, when you're looking at these coins, make sure you're checking the total supply of the coins, because it might be that they're overpriced initially. Because there's so much hype when they hit the market, and you can see that happening, huge hype, and then the price levels sort of get realistic, yeah, and you might end up getting in at a really crappy sort of entry point, so do be careful. Karura has actually only spiked up to a max so far, 25, so that's not too bad. And bottomed around 320, 330, so that's not reasonable similarities there. But yeah, guys, keep an eye on that. If you are in longs or shorts or anything at the moment, be bloody careful, because you don't know what's going to be said in this debate. Elon Musk, he has a lot of fans, anything could be said. I am quietly optimistic that this conference is gonna kick things into gear, maybe pull us out of a sort of downward trending market at the moment. But we will see. Okay. Hope you're all doing well. As always, check out Copy My Crypto if you're brand new to crypto. You'll want to see what I'm holding, why I'm holding it, and the huge, huge, huge gains these coins are still primed to have. But Jesus Christ, look at that. Look at Bitcoin. Beast. Yeah, check out Copy My Crypto, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Get a cooling dog bed. Honestly, it'll change your life. Take care. Bye-bye.